So in this video, I'm going to show you the top stocks to buy now. Other than that, welcome back to Stocks Now and TSC, where super performance begins and opportunities await. I'm your host, Berg. Let's go ahead and get a move on. Time is money, all right? Okay, so what I want to do right now, just for a quick minute, I want to go through through this video that I introduced, or that I brought out yesterday, that I produced yesterday, and I want to show you that. Look, if you look down here, I'm starting to put a list. I'm giving you a list of stocks that are performing well on price and volume, and these stocks have done pretty well today. The ones that I introduced on the video itself, they've done excellent. I traded SRL yesterday, and I right before the close I caught it. Well, it wasn't right before the close. It was around like 240, and I think it was trading at like 1340, 1350, somewhere around there. So I mean, I made a hefty profit today. I sold out here near around the top, around 10 to 11% on this one, because I was up a really healthy profit. So that's how you do that. And matter of fact, I think I had my stop loss is only placed at like 1.5%, so I made nearly 10 times my multiple on that. And that's how you do it, and this is how you make money. If you cut your losses short or quick, and take your rewards at least 3 times that, and you have a good winning strategy, maybe like a 50-50 winning strategy or win to loss strategy, then you know, this is how you make money consistently over time. And this is also something that I want to point out as well. If you go down here and you look, I did some math for you, and all you got to do is just read this, and you'll understand what trading is about and the holy grail to trading. Okay, so you can go look at like Mark Minervini, these guys, even like who was it, Paul Tudor Jones. Man, these guys are no joke. Okay, and that's the thing that they understand, is they understand the math. Okay, that's like gambling. It's like going into a casino. You know, you're not gonna bet on the odds that that's gonna make, you know, that's where you're gonna lose the most money. You're gonna bet on the odds that, you know, that are in your favor, the probabilities that are in your favor, and that's how that works. So anyway, let me go over these charts real quick, a couple of these. So SRL I introduced in the video, Intech as well, had a really good day as well. Kind of pulled back today, but other than that, I mean, it took off today, made another 52-week highs. I mean, you know, this is how you do this here. Okay, QRHC, another good one here. And I'm going to show you one right at the end that's going to blow your mind. If you would have traded it today, golly, man, you'd have been rolling. It was fascinating. Stock really got to move on. I popped up on my scan, on my proprietary scanning method on my list, 3 days in a row, and that usually tells me something, that there's usually like accumulation happening within that stock. And it's not just small, you know, traders. This is like institutions, you know, gathering, you know, putting their money, or, you know, insiders. They're putting their money into it, and they're putting a lot. Okay, so that's what that tells me. But anyway, QRHC had another really good day today, and, you know, up closing at 3.86%. Really nice volume here. I mean, just really solid. Okay, so other than that, let's see here. I think One Oak there, or U1K there. I think this one did really well as well, up 9% at the close. So if you would have been buying where, you know, when I came out, or today, I mean, you would have had a very healthy gain. And this one still looks really good, because this is like a little cup with a handle right here, or if you want to say kind of a inverse head and shoulders, this being the left shoulder head and right shoulder, the neckline coming in kind of right here at the 560. So I mean, other than that, this is just pure trading. I mean, this is technical analysis, and this is how you do this. So let's go look. Let's see, NYC. I don't think that one had a great day, but this one still looks really good. Actually didn't have a bad day. I mean, closed at 0%, so it was even. But other than that, this one's just the tightness in price right here, with the highs from the lows, with the closes, just unbelievable. That one can really get a forceful move on. So pay attention to that. Keep watching that one. And let me just go ahead and OSTK had a really good day, I think, if I remember correctly, up 8%. I mean, come on, I'm giving you these right here. I'm giving you them. I'm just giving them to you for free. But okay. But other than that, and here's the other one, INMD. In mode. Okay, well, no, that's not the one, but in mode looks really good. This stock looks really, really good. But other than that, let me go see here. It's INMB. My bad. INMB. INMB. So this one is Immune Bio Inc. Came out with it yesterday, right here. Look at this. So let's say if you would have bought on the close of yesterday, you would have been up in one day, nearly 30% in one day. Oh, let's say you're setting your stop loss at 2% or even 1.5% or even 3%. At 3%, it's 10 times your risk. Golly, in one day. It's unbelievable. It's good stuff. So other than that, I just wanted to point this out to you and just read as to what I have, what I'm telling you here, as to what I'm giving you. It's very important to understand this, okay? Because there's always opportunity. There's something that you have to understand when it comes to the market. There is always opportunity, okay? Every day you have that opportunity to make big money, and the markets open those doors to that opportunity. And there's a saying that opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. That's true, because if you're not there and you're not square, then you're gonna miss your train. You're gonna miss the proverbial train for that opportunity. And that's why I do this every day, because this is very important. Because I want that. I don't want to miss that opportunity. I don't like missing the opportunity. I like the doors to open, and they always do in the market. You're always finding these, and if you know how to search for them and hunt for these stocks, then you can find them pretty easily. I mean, it's like a caliber, you just do that. But anyway, so let me go ahead and just gonna move on to the stocks here that I want to introduce today. We're going to go over the technicals, the fundamentals, and then we're going to flip over to the news, okay? So other than that, the first stock that we're going to go over, this is Socket Mobile Inc., okay? I'm going to go over this really quick, and this is practically what's called buying the dip type trade, okay? So practically what you're looking for is the price to start moving up the right side of this base. Okay, so you're looking for all your longer term moving averages being above each other with an increase in the longer term moving averages in a upward trajectory. So you want those longer term moving averages moving up while the price is moving up too, okay? And so the thing with this is that this is producing this nice rounding bottom on this dip, okay? And what you have, you can also say this is kind of inverse head and shoulders, this being the left shoulder, this being the head, this being the right shoulder. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't really calculate it that way. I just say rounding bottom, and this is kind of putting in work here off this 150-day moving average. And price is just breaking up. If you look at price right here, I mean, look at this price range. This price range is insane right here. Look at the tightness for how long. This is what you're looking for. You got to zone your eyes into these price contractions, these price ranges. I mean, this is nearly 11% from high to low within 14 days. I mean, that's barely any trading going on, not much volume at all. I mean, nothing really going on here. Then all of a sudden, really nice move today. And look at the move from low to high. We'll calculate the variation in price, 13.69%. That's pretty big for according to an 11% range that it's been in for 14 days. In one day, it shoots up 13% from low to high. Okay, there's something going on there. Okay, in volume, we did have a nice burst in volume today. Not really huge, but trading at 340,000, it was enough to pop up on my screen. Okay, so other than that, this is kind of your buy low variation of buying the dip, and you're just watching this run up the right side here. So other than that, I mean, this, like I said, not only that, this price just within this day right here, price just keeps right in this candlestick right here, okay? And practically it's like a bullish engulfing, you know, stick right here. Really nice stick pattern. So other than that, I mean, that was for what? It's been like that for 26 days within that day, okay? So other than that, let's go ahead and move on to their fundamentals here. And what we have here is practically what I want to point out here on this one is percent the management owns is 26.7%. These guys, these guys have management buying the stock. Okay, it could be CEO, CFO, or all of them, board of directors, whoever, but they do own nearly or over a quarter of the stock itself. So they're putting their money where their mouth is, and I like to see that. I like to see when you have management in a company putting their money into that stock because they believe in that stock. They believe in that company, and they know things that are happening, that are developing within that company. So that's good to see. So other than that, I mean, their industry group rank, they're 54 out of 197. Their relative strength rating is a B+. Their earnings per share percent change last quarter is 400%. Be aware, though, their earnings per share due is at the 30th of this month. So be aware of that. Other than that, I mean, not really, nothing special on the sales or anything. But 33% change in funds owning the stock with 3/4 of increasing fund ownership. Really great to see, with the accumulation distribution rating with a B-. So we do have institutions in here buying this stock, and you're swimming with the big fish when you're buying with this stock, but you just got to buy at the right time. See, whoever tells you that timing stocks, you can't time stocks, that's a bunch of BS, because I've been doing it for a long time. And my method, the Stoppa method, which is specific timing of pivot point analysis, that's what it's about. It's about timing certain points, certain pivot points, certain price within the stock, that once that price gives out, once that price, comes bursting through that level, you have the role of a monster stock, and I mean a huge super performer. I've traded them like Billy, CELH. I mean, these stocks went up anywhere from 30% to 40% in one day, and I caught it within 5% of the morning whenever it was breaking out. Okay. That's specific timing. It's not just random, and the price isn't just random. Yeah, it seems random, but there are points that the stock just gives out. The price just comes blasting through certain points, and it just takes off like a rocket. I mean, it's just timing. You got to be there, be square. So that whole long-term investing stuff, I don't believe in that. I believe that's a foolproof way of getting yourself caught, because you don't obey your stops necessarily because you have too much belief in the stock. You got, you're married to the stock. It's like a bad marriage, and you can't even cut your loss because you're in denial behind it, because you think, oh, this stock's going to come back up, or the market's going to come back up. Well, you don't know. You can't tell the future. You can't predict anything in life, period, because if you could and you had that crystal ball, well, you wouldn't be watching this video. That's for sure. But, it is what it is. So, other than that, let's go ahead and go over and let's flip over to the news, okay? So, I'm going to introduce the news to this stock here, and some pretty interesting display of news here for this one. So, practically here in May 18, 2021, Socket Mobile announced that Dave Holmes joined Socket Mobile as Chief Business Officer. So this guy right here is pretty interesting. Dave Holmes will be responsible for Socket Mobile's worldwide business development and marketing activities. Okay, so Dave is one of the pioneers in the NFC and mobile payments industry with over 20 years experience in the industry, and is an ardent believer in the future of mobile and digital access experience and payments. He has worked with NFC, which stands for Near Field Communication, okay? Industry leader NXP and Identiv, and his more recent experience was with UL's cybersecurity division, where he had responsibility for the global strategic accounts. Dave holds an MBA from Portland State University and a BS in Industrial Engineering from the University of Nebraska. So practically it's good to see. What they're doing is they're bringing in new management, somebody fresh, somebody that has some really good experience and that's wise to the game in their industry, within their field, and that's what they're doing. And that's usually a good sign when you see a company rotate new management, because if they get good management, if they get a good manager or somebody high up there in the management position, then they can really change things around. And I believe this guy is changing some things around, because here in June 2nd, 2021, practically Socket Mobile offers built-in compatibility with EU digital COVID certificates. So I think this guy is coming in with some ideas, and he's helping them out with this right here. And I think this stock could actually do pretty well, short term wise, not for sure long term, but I think this guy's doing pretty good. And as you can tell right here, on May 20th, the European Commission announced a provisional political agreement between the European Parliament and the Council on the regulation governing EU digital COVID certificate. The certificate will facilitate travel within the EU borders by providing information such as a vaccination test and recovery status via a digitally signed QR code. To encourage a timely rollout, the Commission will provide member states with open source reference software. EU member states will then develop their own applications to issue certificates and scan and check QR codes. So practically, Socket Mobile's data capture hardware and capture SDK support the needs of developers as they build the highly capable, transparent, secure applications EU member states and citizens require. As the EU reopens, Socket Mobile is well prepared to support a safe, easy, and efficient transition back to normal, says Dave Holmes, Chief Business Officer at Socket Mobile. So practically, this guy is coming in, and he's giving some fresh ideas. He's giving some new ideas. He's helping Socket expand their territory. Okay, so that's good to see. So let's go ahead and move over to the next chart here, and this next one is going to be Warner Music Group. Okay, this is Communication Services and Entertainment. So other than that, what I like about this chart and why I chose this one, and well, it's because of the chart itself, okay? Also, they have some pretty good news, not bad on fundamentals, but other than that, this is what's called a primary base within an IPO stock, so in a growth stock. So this is the primary base, the first base that this would produce, okay? And that's probably like a shoulder head and another shoulder inverse, with the neckline being up here at $39.42, but I look at it kind of as like a rounding bottom here, and this is kind of a double bottom within here, just a short-term, really short-term double bottom with a handle right here. And the handle, of course, you could see the volume drying up right here in the handle itself, and volume bursting today with a really nice price gain of 3.8% at the close on heavy volume right here, and just bursting out of that handle, and that's what you want to see, okay? So this could be the setup for a monster run here up to 52-week highs right around here to around $39.42 on up. Don't know that, but the way this stock is acting, this is a very nice base right here, and volume is just all around, okay? There's huge demand for this stock. So other than that, I mean, Warner Music Group looks really good to me right here. And, I would say price target up to around $39.42 from where it's at right now, but more than likely it could go higher. Okay, so other than that, let's go ahead and move on to their fundamentals real quick and see what's happening with their fundamentals. And so as we can see, that this is something else I want to point out. Management owns 1%, okay? So they do have a little bit of, management does have a little bit of skin in the game in this stock, but let's go ahead and flip over and I'll show you. They're ranked number 6 out of their competitors here. The industry group rank is 104, which isn't bad, but it's out of 197. It's not great, but it ain't bad. With a group relative strength rating of C+, and earnings per share percent change last quarter was only 17%, but they've had 2 quarters of earnings per share acceleration, with the earnings per share estimate percent change for the current quarter is 275%. with earnings per share estimate percent change for the current year being at 28%. They don't really have great sales, but 3-year sales growth rate is at 6%, with sales percent change last quarter being 17%. They don't really have any change. Actually have a negative change in funds owning the stock, with 0 quarters of increasing fund ownership. But the accumulation distribution rating is a C+. But the demand for this stock, if you look on the chart, has been really insatiable. And so anyway, other than that, I mean, we can go read about the news and see what they have to bring on this one. So let's go read it here. So with Warner Music Group, so practically today what they've done is they signed a deal with whoever this person, Katja Krasovich, I don't know, I can't pronounce that. But other than that, they made a deal with this female here, with this female rapper, which is from Germany. Deal with Warner Chappell Music here. So they signed the deal with her, and another one that they signed is Inc.'s Warner Chappell Music Inc.'s publishing deal for works by Cab Calloway, pioneering jazz vocalist and entertainer. So they signed him as well, and I mean, they've been signing people like crazy. Not only that, they've also had a rotation in management. So as you can see right here, Warner Chappell Music appoints Jenny Pfaff as SVP, Head of Global Strategic Integration and Operations. They've been signing people to music deals like crazy all across the world here. I mean, Erica Coulter joins Warner Records as SVP of A&R right here. So she will be the Senior Vice President of the A&R, and so other than that, I mean, as you can tell, they've had a lot of Ernst Trapp promoted to President Global E-commerce and Retail at WEA. They have a lot of management rotation right here, and this is good to see. So when you see a company getting on top of their management and rotating their management and trying to pick the best of the best in the field and the more experienced with the most wisdom, then you know it's logical, because they're trying to get they're trying to find those people with that skill set to bring their company up, to help their company prosper and give shareholder value. So other than that, that's really about it with this here. So let me go ahead and end this video. I want to thank you for watching and supporting my channel here. Other than that, I hope you found the material informational, educational. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment, like, hit the notification button, and just subscribe, please. Okay, if you need any help, you know, ask away, leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to help you with any question that you have about the markets or particular stocks or whatever. So other than that, thank you again for watching. Here at Stocks Now and TSC, we trade in the present, we study the past for knowledge, and we follow the process of trading to build our future. So opportunities await, my friends.